Ah, I just thought I should have worn my Pretty Reckless shirt for this video. I kind of wanted to wear something Valentine-esque-ish for the season. I went to do a Valentine's look on my face today and it ended up just being an anti-Valentine's look on my face. So edgy. Got my little Valentine balloon. Anyway, everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Pretty Reckless album reaction video. I love reacting to new albums. That's something that I've found a new love for, but it has to be, you know, something that I know I'm gonna like a band I've liked for a long time, or a person, an artist I've liked for a long time. I bet I say this now and then end up getting disappointed by what she's released. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But I'm excited. Obviously I've heard 25, but I will still be reacting to that in this video because I didn't react to Ashniko's Daisy song and I think another one, and everyone was like, why didn't you react to that one? And I was like, oh well, because I've already heard it. But you guys don't necessarily know what I think about it, so maybe I'll just listen to the whole thing, even if I heard a couple of the songs already. I think it's just 25 that she's already released, but I could be wrong. I'll listen to it in the order of the album. It's called Death by Rock and Roll. I guess I am themed. Taylor is an absolute queen. Like, I think her work is incredible. I've loved the Pretty Reckless for years now. It just never gets old, does it? My upstairs neighbour has just started hoovering, so luckily I can drown them out with my sound system. So first one is Death by Rock and Roll. Have I heard that one? Has she released that yet? Fake fan. Footstep. Oh yeah, I have heard this. I think I just pooed myself. Just put death by rock and roll. Should I put the bass up? Rock and roll. I think the chorus just makes this song. It's the kind of bit that you end up waiting for to listen to. Just thought I better keep the hallway door open in case someone delivers any packages and I've got blaring music and I won't be able to hear it. Rock and roll. I think they've definitely stayed within like what they are used to creating. There's no experiments necessarily in this song. Like this is probably what you expected to get when they brought out new music. So I can appreciate that. Nice little guitar solo here. Death by rock and roll. Next one, Only Love Can Save Me Now. I like this bit. This is okay. It's alright. This is okay. It's not my favourite. It's good, but it's not like jumping out at me. I like this part. The guitar solos in this album though. Lyrically, this isn't jumping out at me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would remember this song at all. Saved on a beach. This bit reminds me of shout, shout, let it all out. That was nice. Save me now. I just really like this bit. Next one, and so it went. Just put death by rock and roll.
Children lost their minds. One ever cried. They said the world does not belong to you. Belong to you. It don't belong to you. It belongs to me.
Yes. This is cool. I can imagine a load of people singing this at a gig. Oh, I miss gigs. Does not belong to you. Yes, 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 yes. I like this bit. It's creepy. Yes. Okay, I'm hoping that goes somewhere else. Yes. The world does not belong to you. I am not the fool. I like that one. I like the catchy belong to you. That's cool. I would put that one under Death by Rock and Roll. The next one is 25. I will probably put 25 before Death by Rock and Roll, just because there is experimental components of this song. I believe they've tried something different and risky in some places, but it's worked so well. I'll kind of describe what I think those things are as I'm listening to the song. So 25 starts off very slow, very creepy. I visualize a graveyard. She's walking through, her hair looking cool. Oh, lots of fun. Just, it reminds me of like a musical. It gives me musical vibes. I follow you because you're the way you're so I think of a church. It's so like eerie. And I love how dark how low her voice goes. Oof. Yes. Oh. So raspy, girl. 25. I'm also 25 as well. And it goes back down into that like creepy area, and I love how it just like rises in the chorus. And her voice is so mature in this. The first thing I thought when I heard it, I love that like bell noise, was how she's matured in her voice. I love it. To 8. I love that bit. Like just the ticking, like the feeling of like listening to a clock, watching a clock tick. Like the time, like she's like counting down the years in her life. That's what I visualize. Oh, I love this song so much. Much longer than expected. I love how she sort of like glass. I don't know what the technical term for that is, but like this bit. Visualize a clock. It sounds so cool. This bit. Oh. You can really imagine that countdown at a gig, at her concert. You can just imagine like people counting that down and then just going fucking crazy. Love how there's so many different like speeds and paces and sounds, and this whole song just takes you on a freaking journey, and I love that and appreciate that. It's just so much fun the whole way through. I love every single part of that song, so that's my favourite one for sure. I love the element of the ticking clock. I know I've said that multiple times, but it almost makes you think of like your death clock. Like, how long do we have left? It adds an eerie element to the concept of time, which is something that we deal with every day, but all of a sudden it's like almost making you feel anxious to think about. I like it. Next one is My Bones. Oh, completely forgot to mention, that 25 song reminds me of Disturbed. I'm a big fan of Disturbed, and the kind of way she's singing it and just the song itself, I can imagine Disturbed doing something very similar to that, and that's probably another reason why I like it. So, My Bones next. Ooh! Ooh, I like this. Sounds like a Disney villain music. I feel like I'm on some sort of vehicle. Ooh! Oh, yes! I like that. I've liked this song now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, this is my favourite bit. Bye, Taylor. I felt like that song was just a massive build up to a sneeze. That felt very visual. The thing I've noticed about so many of these songs is my mind just, it takes me places visually. Like in my mind, I'm imagining these music videos that she could potentially create with these songs, and I just feel they're very, like with the 25 song, I imagined it being a kind of James Bond intro. This one reminds me of some sort of like Disney villain or something. Like I for some reason thought of someone like on a vehicle of some kind, like going on a journey, like heading towards somewhere, and then halfway through the song we kind of get thrown to a song that sounds completely different but in the same song. Then it sounds like maybe she's arrived to where she needed to be and she feels like empowered and she's like slaying a boss, a dragon or whatever. Like my mind goes places listening to these songs. I like this one. I'll probably put this one underneath Death by Rock and Roll. So next song is Got So High.
Turned out, wasted, confused, gone place and died.
I like stripped back songs.
Lost my center, suppose I meant to hide.
Why does this song reminds me of What's Up by Four Non-Blondes? And I wake up in the morning, I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high. Oh, that's probably why. And I get real high.
Success showed something at the spin eye.
nice. I'd probably put this one underneath My Bones, as in the order of the songs. Oh, it's kind of sad. I mean, it's talking about getting high to wanting to feel like something, like feel high up, like literally, like maybe feel like someone important, someone powerful, someone high up in terms of like ranks. But you know, to do that, maybe she instead uses drugs to escape that feeling of wanting to be something. And she's saying, like, if I wanted to feel high, I could get in a plane, I could get in the tallest building I could find, but instead I lose my mind by taking drugs. Next one, Broomsticks. Ooh, I like that title. Well, that was random. It sounds like the intro of like a kids' TV show about witches. I mean, that was cool. Oh, funny I should say that. The next song is called Witches Burn. Ooh, I hope I like this one.
Welcome back to the days of old. Unwilling sacrifice. I'll fuck you for a price. They kill them young so they never get old. To the dark, they're always afraid. Forever, for this summer. All witches burn. All witches burn. Don't know much about a pagan god. For this summer.
This is cool. I guess it's about like back in the day, the differences between man and woman, witches, and obeying towards what is right and wrong, something like that. It sounds like she's kind of like choosing to bow down, and she's losing part of her own power from these people. All witches burn. Whoa. Another really good guitar solo.
Down and down.
Okay, so obviously a reference to back in the day when people were burning witches, but whether she's saying that there will be consequences for the way that these people treated these women, these witches. Interesting. I'm not massive about that song, which I'm a bit annoyed about because I think I don't know, I saw the title and I got excited, but we'll move on to the next one. Standing at the Wall. Oh, is this going to be a sad one?
I remember long before the sun. If I had only known that. But now I see.
Sounds like a song you'd sing at a spiritualist church.
It is high and I am small. When I fall, a lot of la-di-da's. But now I see, lost at sea.
What's the wall? Like, what's the reference to the wall? That song actually reminds me of something they would legit sing at my spiritualist church. Like, it reminds me of like a lot of kind of religious songs that are about like the meaning of life, basically. I don't know for sure what the wall represents, but it sounds like she's talking about not realizing why the sun wasn't shining, and it was something to do with the fact she was standing at the wall. Like, the wall is covering her sunshine, like she's in the shade because she's close to the wall. The ending point, is that representing, like, I almost feel like the Truman Show, you know, when he hits the wall because he's like reached the end point of like what he's known as his world. It reminds me of that. You can build it up, you can blow it down, you can burn the world around it. If you lose it all, you will find it taller, and then you're surrounded by the wall. I'd love to know people's thoughts on that, because it genuinely sounds like something that I feel like a lot of people would listen to. Like, you don't even have to be someone into rock and roll to appreciate that song. It's very metaphorical. I feel like there's a lot of meanings behind that song which I haven't yet grasped yet, so I'm intrigued to see what people think. The next song is called Turning Gold. Ooh, Arabian.
Love is a vengeance, keeps me wearing this mask. But if I ever meet him, for the light,
There's religious references in this album.
in the seventh hour, waiting in the cold, I can feel the power. I'm turning gold. Life isn't ending, so it'll be alright.
I'm not loving this one as much as I'd hoped to, not gonna lie. Some of these songs, I feel this album for me personally has been very hit or miss. Like, I'll either really like it or I just won't probably remember it or want to listen to it again.
Time is relentless, mathematical curse put upon by God above to make your body hurt.
Whoa. Time is relentless, a mathematical curse put upon but God above to make your body hurt. Life is an ending starting in the womb. You build a home of brick and mortar, then it is your tomb. So I've done a bit of Googling to find out what the seventh hour is. Mankind was plunged into a harsh world of burning hot days and endless Arctic nights. Some fled to the mountains for shelter, others took to the seas, sailing forever in the perfect gold between the night and the day, a place known as the seventh hour. So many religious references. What is going on? Taylor, this is too deep for me to understand. This is all these songs are representing a journey of like adventure, exploration. I guess she's talking about her journey and exploration when it comes to her faith. Sailing represents, in a lot of spiritual songs and religious songs, is about the soul's journey, finding a deeper level to consciousness. Right, next song is Rock and Roll Heaven. Ooh, country.
Stole my daddy's vinyl, Jimmy Jennison Morrison, a garden full of sound.
Oh, Rock and Roll Heaven.
Sold my car for an old guitar. Mama cried as she waved goodbye, praying for my soul. And rock and roll heaven, the great gig in the sky.
Aww.
Gotta make it to 27 before I die.
This is so interesting. Like, she's singing about how she found love in rock and roll. She also mentions how she needs to make it to the age of 27. There's a lyric in there that I just heard, and that's because so many rock and roll artists died at the age of 27. I think it was Kurt Cobain that kind of like stopped that link, but they all kind of joined this sort of club called the 27 Club or something like that, because everyone was dying at that age. Oh, imagine the music video for this.
Music goes on playing.
Aww.
But to live so fast, just to die so young. I hope you found some peace. Everything I am today is what you made of me. Great gig in the sky.
Aww. This is like a love song to all of the people that Taylor looked up to in her career as a kid. That was such a sweet song. I can see everyone in the kind of rock and roll community, if you want to use those words, coming together and listening to that song regardless of if they are a fan of Taylor. I feel like so many people will vibe on different wavelengths to that song, so that's a really good one. I like that. Not personally for me necessarily, but respect for her for doing it, if you get what I'm saying. Harley Darling is the last song on the album. I'm imagining sand, harmonica, sunset. Ooh, country guitar, chewing on a bit of wheat.
Whoa, Harley Darling,
Ooh,
you took my
This song, you can tell, is about Taylor, who'd lost her friend in a motorcycle accident. I'm hearing her say, "Harley Darling, you took my friend like into the sky, into the stars, or away in the stars," or something like that. I've done a quick Google and she's put this album itself helped her make it through that low point. It sounds like she had actually a couple of friends die, one from suicide and one in a motorcycle accident.
Right away, right away, right away.
Aww. Once again, I don't relate to this song in any way. I just feel things on a very deep level. I'm a very empathetic person, and I just feel like so many people will find so much strength from listening to this song. Like, I feel as though this would touch so many people's hearts who have been in the same position as Taylor, and I can even see people using this song at funerals. Whoa, well, I feel like I've been through a friggin' journey of this album. We've been up, down, all over the shop. There's obviously some clear favourites for me in this album. Like, I might have to listen to them all again and look at them lyrically, because there's a lot of metaphors and deeper meanings than what I'll be able to see it looking at things in just a glance and just from the surface. And so I want to give them a bit more time and thought, for sure. But I feel like it's an album of discovery, and also maybe how she found rock and roll, how it improved her life, changed her life, made her who she was. It's also, she clearly came from a religious background of some kind, and she's had struggles with that, finding her faith, what she believes in, who she believes in. Well done, Taylor. Can tell that you've put a lot of love into this, and there's a lot of things to dig into with this album, and I'm excited to do that. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, let me know and I'll do some more album reactions depending on if any of my favourite artists want to make more music. Come on, guys. Loads of love from my house to yours. I'm on social media such as Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to this channel to be notified every time I make a brand new video. I have tarot readings. If you want to book a tarot reading with me, you can do so there by finding any of my social medias and DMing me on one of them. Mostly my tarot reading Facebook page. You can message me on there. Thank you to my top patrons for supporting me on my Patreon. I really, really appreciate and love your faces. Have a lovely rest of the day, guys, and happy Valentine's Day. Bye.